Okay, I'm not going to take this very far, verbs today. This is 53rd day, second video, and I'm teaching all the average student of foreign language ever needs to know about verbs. I'm making that claim. Last Friday, I think, or Thursday or Friday, I told you that you name a verb by its infinitive. That's the only thing I've told you so far, like the verb to swim. You put to in front of it. So you've got that in there. But tavko means there are various kinds of verbs. Now this is a little scary to me because I don't think I taught this quite like this ever before, and I may be making this up. But it seems to me that there are simple verbs, like a verb to give, just one word, it's not joined together. I don't think I ever heard anybody else talk about it this way, but it seems to me that there are compound verbs, like the verb to upload. If you upload, two words have been jammed together, and I'm sure there's many other examples of compound verbs, but this isn't maybe that important. But there are phrasal verbs. Now, verb phrases become very important. But are there phrasal verbs? A phrase means when there's more than one word involved in making a sentence part. I think so. For example, to give up. That's not really the verb to give, and then up says, where did you give? I gave up. Not really. To give up, there's probably a better name for this. To put up with. I can't put up with you. To put up with. That's not really to put with a couple of modifiers. No, not really. That's I'm going to call it a phrasal verb, I guess. I think when I was a kid and first learned this in 8th grade or 7th grade, it seems to me that the book that they used, or the teacher, called these things idioms. They called them idioms, which works. But I think it was, they didn't want to make it too complicated, and I don't want to make it too complicated either. But just if you look at a verb by how it is made, well then you've got this. You can probably see I'm feeling my way into this a little bit. I'll get much more easy when I talk about dealing with verbs by what they mean. But I want to do that tomorrow, and then how they behave. I think that's the way I'll organize that as well. But before I leave this, in German you have this so often. And in German, I think these are called separable prefixes, separable prepositions. Sometimes they stay with the verb attached to it. Sometimes you can separate them. It's one of those things you have to learn to deal with in German. This is attached. You would not say, I'm going to load my videos up. I'm going to upload my videos. I have uploaded the videos. I have loaded the videos up. Now, you wouldn't put up at the end. So this one is attached. To give up. I have given the game up. I've given the effort up. You can do that. I have given up the game. I guess you can do it either way there. To put up with. What made me think about this is there's a fairly famous answer or comment that I think it was Winston Churchill, I think, made. Because in grammar, there is prescriptive grammar as well as descriptive. I'm interested in descriptive grammar, which describes what actually happens. Prescriptive, it tries to tell you, well, here's what you should do. That usage deals a lot with that, and what I call a Victorian attitude toward language, that there's a proper way to do it. Well, one of those rules of the most Victorian of the teachers was that you never end a sentence with a preposition. You were supposed to never end a sentence with a preposition. Well, really, that's absurd. And Winston Churchill's comment was that that was one rule with up he could not put. Up with which he could not put. I think that's what he said, which almost makes no sense at all. That's one rule he could not put up with. He didn't like that very much. That's short for verbs. But so be it. I want to say a little bit about the chronological survey today still. So come back, one more video.